National Football League on EA Sports. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, it's Williams. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They're going to be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from Oklahoma.
You know you have a good week, Mike, when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row? I'm not sure that's realistic, but as long as he continues to operate at this high of a level, they're going to have a strong chance to win every single week. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part, so once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
That's into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They send Godwin in motion. On 3rd down, it's Irving. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Quick throw here is complete. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide that'll hold him to a gain of 2. Here's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. To the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Tampa. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Buccaneers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The Buccaneers offense ready for their second possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level. They could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Back to throw. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
It is a big play for the Buccaneers. An even 40 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. What a show this offense is putting on here. Greg, this has got to be a great feeling for this offense in the first quarter.
Yeah, and this is a great example, Mike, of when everything in your offense is clicking. The play design, the scheme, the philosophy, and then obviously the execution on the field. They've been sharp, explosive, and at this pace, I'm not sure what the defense could do to try to slow them down.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. 2nd down and 8. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to... No chance at all. He'll go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Now, faking the give. Quickly to the outside and complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. No handoff, he'll keep it himself. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live the...
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. caught. It's Bucky Irving. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the Falcons' 47-yard line.
To the tight end, Likely. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Buccaneers. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That's complete. It's Waddle. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Michael Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At the 38-yard line.
This this one complete right side. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. They'll send a tight end in motion. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Tristan Wirfs, former first-round pick, with the flag. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Davis.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he will get into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gay to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bucs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Back to the air one more time. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. A throw on the run is complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Touchdown, Falcons.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle seconds. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Next to score, Buccaneers 35, Falcons 14.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers are in the lead as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Michael Pittman, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Eagles locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Tyler Bray, a touchdown reception. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Falcons offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Now he'll run. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. A gain there of 27 yards. To the air now on first and 10. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Atlanta. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. No problem there on the extra point. And the Falcons back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Williams now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He finds Likely, his tight end.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
When it starts bad, has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
They'll throw out of the gun. Throwing right. It's taken in. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Out of the gun. He'll throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot. A handoff as they try to run it here. He's to the 10, and he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The PAT, up and good. And the Falcons back within 7. It's 35-28. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. They'll run it. It's Irvin. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Throwing now on third and long. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Bucs will extend this third quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Atlanta. Now, faking the give. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. Moore going in motion. On 1st down, here's Irving. And not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. Right back to Irving. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. He'll take this in back at the 16. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. To the ground, a 1st down run. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. That one broken up. It's incomplete. all over him down the field. It'll set up third down. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught at the 3. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This is taken at the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. to throw here to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
They simply just don't have an answer for this guy defensively, Mike. I mean, regardless of who they put on him in man coverage or the type of zone coverage they try to capture him with, they simply can't slow him down, and we've already seen it here today. A fair share of big plays through the air, a couple of which have gone for touchdowns. He's had a couple nice blocks in the run game. I mean, he's really having as well-rounded and complete game that a receiver can have in the NFL, and until they prove they can slow him down, I would just keep giving him more opportunities.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Falcons. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
That's the game of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is hot. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Godwin working the right side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Powering forward. He's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Throwing now from the gun. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now, 2nd and 4. Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. 2nd down, goal to go. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with first down. Here comes Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. They'll throw out of the gun. To the left side to Godwin. Here's a big one. This third down. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. Important punt here in this tie game late. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. So now, a big spot coming here. This to win the game. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one he's got to have. The distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. And that very likely will be a game winner. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.